Jimmy, everybody. Some times ago, I made a video about a dashboard that I use to track and analyze my LP positions on Meteora, and another video where I have shown my current tools and strategies for LP on Meteora. And in this video, I want to speak about something not so obvious. I want to speak about building yourself an assistant and, let's say, source of trust for yourselves to get answers quickly and accurate, most accurate. And we will accomplish that with the help of AI. It will not be very complicated, and I will not dive too deep into this area. My goal for this video is to motivate you use AI for this kind of stuff. And yeah, let's getting started. There are a lot of people who out there who not really know how to find answers, or they are lazy to find answers, or they go to places where they think they find the right answer, but they don't. And for those people and many others, AI could be a solution, because everybody, most of the people getting into ChatGPT or other AIs, it doesn't matter where you're using it. So what I want to show in this video, we will build a custom GPT for Meteora, and we will use it for getting answers and maybe build some strategies. Let's get into it. So I have ChatGPT open, and we need to find our custom GPTs area. So we go to my GPTs. A disclaimer for it: you need to be on a paid plan, so it's only work with the paid version of ChatGPT. But if you working with ChatGPT, the free version is actually, it's pretty good, but you have to go with the with the paid plan, at least, for to get the most most of it out of it. And yeah, so I go to my GPTs, and there's a button for creating a GPT. And now we create our custom GPT, where we say which role this GPT will have, and the purpose of this GPT. So I prepared some very basic prompts for to explain this explain this role. I will just copy paste it one by one and explain a little bit of it. So let's start with the first prompt, and this is actually the where you explain who this agent or GPT will be. So you are an expert in the Meteora platform, liquidity provision mechanism, and DLMM pool operations. You help users understand the principles of automated market makers, liquidity management strategies, and yield optimizations. There are some other instructions that you can apply on top of it. It's not necessary, but the more complex and precise your prompt is, the better your results from the GPT. So you can start very basic and then enhance your prompts and your sources on the go. So it does not have to be perfect from the beginning. So I will post a link where you can just copy paste and grab the prompt that I showed you here, and then you can enhance or apply your own. So let's get started. So we have the first prompt, and we just We just apply it, and now the ChatGPT will think about it and will adjust his knowledge. Great. Now let's pick a name for the GPT. Okay. Let's. He also suggests. I suggest Meteora yields strategist. Okay, you can just say yes, okay, go with it, or you say no, or give me 5 another examples. You can also do that, or just my Meteora assistant. You can say, let's go with the name my Meteora assistant. So now he will also generating a profile picture with what you can also then change. Okay, let's change it to Meteora like comic image. You can play with it. It's not that it's very important, but it's a guided thing. Okay, let's go with it. It's not what I wanted to create, but looks like a Superman kind of assistant image. Let's stick with it. Okay, so now we gave the GPT the actual role. Let's also give them a documentation. So you can just go to the Meteor documentation website, and there's a lot of documented informations and stuff from the Meteora team, and we need this knowledge to get the most accurate answers about Meteora and DLMM. So let's put another prompt to our custom GPT. Here is the source of the official Meteora documentation. So he knows exactly where it is, and apply it to his knowledge. Got it. I'll use the official Meteora documentation, and so on and so on. Great. Now you can also apply any other information, blog posts, great informations from Twitter, and maybe from YouTube videos. For example, here's a guide for the DLMM multi-day positions. You can read it. You can later on use your custom GPT to explain the strategies that are described here, but there's a knowledge here that I want to be integrated in my custom GPT. So my goal is to get most great information about strategies, how Meteora works, and so on and so into my custom GPT. You can use it later on. You don't have to input every documentation into it from day one, but you can apply it later on. So I just take this URL, and I will put it also in my custom GPT. So tutorials and sources of knowledge, and this one to and add this one to your knowledge. So now we add this also to his knowledge database. Okay, so he applies it to his knowledge. Okay, great. Now we also can add the actual goal for him. So what you as a user will do and how you actually want him to reply and to react. So I say, I will send you a pull link. You can also say URL from the deck screener, for example. And your task is to analyze the chart, identify interesting support and resistance levels, and suggest farming strategies with potential risks. Okay, so we got it too. You can also apply later on other functionalities, like if you gave him a link to a pool, say he needs to check it on the rug checker, for example, or any other API or website which is publicly available, which he can use then. So you can try many things with it. So, but for this particular example, it could be enough, and we go and hit the create button, and yeah, only me. You can also share it with another people, but I will just use it for myself. So now we created the My Meteor Assistant View GPT. And from this point, we are here and using our custom GPT in this case. And you can see it here, My Meteora Assistant. And now what you can do is you can ask questions. If you knew into Meteora and you are new into DeFi, you are new into liquidity providing, you might have pretty much a lot of questions about this and that, and most of people are they're not so confident to ask questions, and then they just skip this part and then they lose money because they try and they fail. But in this particular AI, you have no problems to ask as many questions, a dumb question. Maybe you think they are dumb, but they actually not. But they are also maybe dumb question, but you need to learn the answers to understand these kind of things. And what are DLMM pool and how do they work? Please explain in simple terms. So you can, of course, do the prompting stuff very complicated, but you can start also very easily. So, and then he tries to explain you how the DLMM actually works. You can read it and ask him another questions, maybe some examples that you want, or explain me like a 5 years old child and whatsoever. So you can read it. You can tell him to be give you very less answer, not as much as you see here, maybe a little bit some summary of it, and so on and so on. Or you can also ask him another question. You can ask him as much question as you want. What losses occur when the price moves out of range? When you wanna ask him that, you will get another example with examples where sol drops or not, when it drops to a particular range and getting out of range, and so on and so on. You can ask him what fees are charged when opening a position on Meteora, a position on Meteora. And here we go. Position rent. The fees is paid when you create a DLMM position. It is refunded. You receive it back when you close the position. Pin creation rent. If you have the first liquidity provider, then this fee is not refundable. So you get answers very quickly, and most of it is very accurate because you can also check the source from the answer, and it's directly from the documentation. So you can click and go straight to the page of the documentation where he got his answer. And so swap fees, you can getting that. Summary table, position rate, refundable, yes. Binary creation rate, this is no. Swap fees, and so on. So you also have a really nice looking table here. Okay, so you can explain and ask as many questions as you want. Also, for example, when you new into DeFi, what is impermanent loss, and strategies to managing it could be a very, very needed learning to you how to manage it, because most of the people who are new into DeFi asking not asking this, and then they have impermanent loss, and then they try to handle it and asking how to managing it, and so on and so on. So you can just chat with ChatGPT, your custom ChatGPT, and ask him as many questions you want. So for example, first you understand what is impermanent loss, how to handle it, and then ask for examples, and give them as many information from your position and ask him how to deal with it. For example, you have a USDC sol position in the range of 120 to 140 dollars for sol, and ask him when the price of sol drops below 120, what should I do, what strategies I can apply to managing it. Should I close the position immediately? Should I wait? And so on and so on. So, and then you just you have an assistant, you have a smart guy behind it, and you can talk with him. So from now on, we have asked him some questions. You can also put a deck screener URL, just apply it, and now it gives you the pool you're referencing on deck screener is a Meteora DLMM pool on a Solana blockchain, and so on and so on. Meteora DLMM, you say what it is. Bin-based liquidity, dynamic fees. Okay, great. You can also build a strategy, so you can ask him to give you an advice to actually open a position. I want open a position in this pool. Give me advice, for example. And then he just give you a plan. Key consideration before providing liquidity, steps, choose your price range, allocate tokens, and so on and so on. You can also give him a chart. So I made a screenshot, and you can ask him what range would be better to take after doing a quick technical analysis on the chart. It's 15-minute charts. So he gives you the current price, the volume, suggestions for bin strategies, and he gives you also some tips for the range, and you can apply this, and you can read this, you can adjust, you can ask him another you can ask him more questions to be more precise for a particular one. And you can also give him a decision that you made. For example, is it a good idea to open a one-sided stall position here? And then you get your answer. What is one-sided position? When it's a good idea, and so on and so on. And then you can have more information about risks and suggestions from your assistant. So yeah, this is basically it. So you can as I said, you can go back, you can go into my GPTs, find your created assistant. You can upload PDFs with information about Meteora and strategies. You can add another sources from Twitter, for example, from YouTube videos. So you can give them a YouTube video, ask him to transcribe it, summarize it, and then you have the strategy or something else from this video as a source in your assistant, so he can then apply it for your questions. You can build your knowledge. You can have an assistant-like functionality here. You can also optimize your prompt to get the more structured structured answers when you are maybe sometimes you see that the answer is not accurate enough, and then you need to optimize your prompt, for example, and ask him to be more precise. And then so you can chat with him like a real human. So you don't have to be it does not to be it's not like it's perfect answers from the beginning. So you can guide him to get him better and better over time. So but you have a place where you can go to get some answers and build your knowledge. And you can also be very creative how to use it. And I built these kind of GPTs for specific areas. So it could be Meteora only. You can also have it like a DeFi assistance for other stuff. But in this case, we created a Meteora assistant, and you use it for particularly for getting answers for Meteora positions and everything about Meteora. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and you are getting into AI. If you are already AI expert, it will be a no-brainer for you to use it. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.